Okay, guys, in this first portion, we are going to talk about member customer service and the communication process. So, we're going to hit on a couple bullet points in terms of how to handle customer service. So, we always want to use positive language, stay positive in the conversation. It helps to avoid accidental conflict and miscommunication. So, we want to try and avoid words like can't, won't, didn't, since these particular words are seen as having negative connotations or essentially have a negative result to that situation. So I want to go over three examples really of what a bad example is, what a good example is, and then what's a little bit better. So bad. No, we don't have that. Customer is not going to want to hear know that you don't have the solution to their problem. Something that's a little bit quote unquote less bad. I can see how that would be useful, but I'm afraid we don't have plans to add that functionality. Again, a little bit better, but you're still telling that client that you don't have the solution to their problem, which is not really going to make that customer too happy about that response and that answer. A good answer and the best response would to this particular situation would be, while there's currently no way to do that, we appreciate you taking the time to let us know what you're looking for. Most of the improvements we make come from ideas, suggestions like yours, so thank you for reaching out. Understand, guys, that customers don't care about what you can't do. They want to hear about what's going to be done. They want to know about the solution. So always keep the reminder that it is always when speaking to them, it is always we, and it is not a you conversation. We are looking for the solution. We appreciate the feedback. We want to help us get to the solution. Being inclusive is extremely important in this process. We're going to scroll up to number 2, which is in emailing in general, on a phone call. Be brief but not uninformative. So essentially, we just need to get to the point quickly. People don't want the runaround; they want the solution. So make sure that's what you're giving them. They don't want to be on the phone for hours. They want to know how you're going to help them. Number 3 is reply in a timely manner. One of the worst things that we can do is make people wait for a response. So people want solutions before their problem ever exists. Customer service is urgent. It should never go past a 24-hour period without follow-up. If any solution requires a little bit more time, again, communication and letting that client know beforehand is extremely vital and important in this process. Number 4, always use the customer's names. This just makes the experience, as we talk about the 3 ODs, the first one being experience, knowing your client's names are very highly important. This just makes the customer feel like they have 100% of your attention and they have 100% of your acknowledgement, and that is extremely important in de-escalating the situation in order to help them. Number 5 is talk their talk. So mirroring your customer's tone lets them know that you're on their side. It lets them know that that you are listening first, and you need to listen first so that you know how to respond. And you also need to listen first so that you're listening with the intent to hear what their issue and what their barrier is, and not with the intent of being able just to speak next. The best way to get people to hear you and listen to you when handling customer service is to listen to them first, and then be able to, obviously, if they're not joking, you probably don't want to tell any jokes. You don't want to tell any LOLs at that point in time. So just making sure that if they're a little bit more serious, you're serious, you understand, and you show some empathy behind what is going on with them. And number 6 is probably, again, it relates the most to our values. Do the right thing because it's the right thing. Talk to your customers like people. Why? Because they are. They are people. They deserve to be treated like people. And so it's very important that that we handle our customer service in a manner to where we are putting them in the position to essentially be heard, to be listened to, and to solve their problems. So that is our communication cycle when it comes to customer service.